Oh, oh,
7th of November, Rabbi Levitt, Pele, Yoetz.
okay. That's the idea. Just try it again.
That's the way computers work.
Or not.
I don't work.
Right.
Okay. Baruch Hashem. So now we've got it. Open the window here sometimes. That helps also. Very good. Okay, Baruch Hashem, we're here. And so we got up to the page 151, and we're in the next paragraph. The Rambam already wrote. Is that correct?
I thought we were on 150.
Oh,
The last paragraph.
okay.
I think.
Oh, no. Yeah, I think we did read that paragraph. I think you're right. We did read that last paragraph on 150.
I don't remember it too much. I think we just read it right before the end, maybe.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about it at all, I don't think.
No.
I just remember this thing about the common people.
Okay, so like to see it again.
Yes. Good idea.
Always good to review.
Okay, so we'll review it. There is another reason not to reveal. And we call upon Roy to start the reading.
There's another reason not to reveal to common people that a certain prescription is of rabbinic origin, lest they come to complain and speak disparagingly about our holy sages and say, how heavy have they made their yoke upon us? How many decrees and prohibitions have they instituted above and beyond what the Torah prescribed? These naive, oh yes, we did read this here. These, because I've got naive people. These naive people do not understand that if not for the words of the sages, the words of the Torah would not stand. And if only would be that they would issue more decrees for our sake. Do you not see that since the sages permitted one to carry objects in the public domain in a city surrounded by a wall and with an Eruv, Chatzarat, a rabbinic fixture which mixes together all private domains in a city, there are places where many ignorant people allow themselves to carry objects, even in a city which is not surrounded by a wall or even outside the walls. Another example, since the sages permitted a person to earn interest through a so-called business contract, Shtar Iska, there are people who lend money even without one and collect fixed interest. Due to our great sins, there are several things which people have gone from the permitted and to the prohibited. It is proper that the sages should have prescribed even more things, but they did not want to make the decrees which the majority of the community was unable to uphold. Moreover, all of their words were divinely inspired and have roots above. Do you not perceive the sublime secret of the two pairs of tefillin of Rashi and Rabbeinu Tam, which we don? Similarly, the same is true for the 2 days of each festival that we observe in the diaspora. All of the sages' statements are words that stand at the apogee of the world and were said to Moshe at Sinai. One may not add or detract from them. This is the rule for all human beings. It is proper for each person to institute for himself or for the inhabitants of his city protective fences according to the nature of the people and the need of the hour. A person must combat his evil inclination with shrewd strategies. One must flee through 100 gates of permission in order to avoid even one gate of prohibition. But by doing so, one fulfills the mandate of the Torah. It's in Vayikra 18:30. And you shall guard my charge. When Hashem sees man's ways, that he wants to be assisted and saved from his evil inclination, the Holy One, blessed be he, rejoices. He does not abandon this person to his evil inclination, and he does not withhold good from those who walk before him with dedication.
Okay, very good.
So I'm not gonna have lunch, I see it.
Yivrach Mea Sharim Shel Hetri. He should flee from 100. Oh, in other words, that's the point. Even though these things are permissible, that's the idea. Yivrach Mea Sha'arim Shel Heter. He should flee from and not go through these and veil himself of these gates of permission. Meaning to say, it's permissible to go through that gate. It's totally permissible. The Torah permits it. But he should even go to such an extent that he would flee from going through those gates, even though they are permissible. Kedei shelo yikanes be'echad shel iser, in order to avoid and not enter even one gate which is actually forbidden. That really is the whole idea behind the of the siyag. And here's your other word, Roy. You were asking, isn't there another word for siyag? The other word perhaps is geder. A geder is also a fence, and sayag is a fence. So that's the idea, to make a fence around the Torah so that we don't violate the what's explicitly written and what the Torah tells us to do. And he says, very interesting over here, that you might wonder about this. He says, Kol divreihem hem devorim ha'omdim rumu shalom. All the words of the sages are things that stand at the very height of the world. V'kulam nemru lemoshe b'Sinai. He says that, in fact, all of the rabbinic prohibitions that the Chazal made, we shouldn't think that they were just inventions of Chazal. He says that they were said to Moshe at Sinai. V'alehen ein lahosif umehen ein ligroa, and therefore we're obligated not to add on to them, nor to subtract from them. Even the rabbinic decrees, not only the Torah decrees, because they were all given at Sinai. Okay. And this can be seen from the fact that many times the Chazal, when the Gemara starts analyzing a rabbinic decree, they find a pasuk which is an allusion to that decree. And otherwise, if there is no pasuk whatsoever, so we say, oh, this is halacha l'Moshe miSinai. It's a halacha l'Moshe miSinai. What does that mean? It's halacha l'Moshe miSinai. This was said to Moshe at Sinai by Hashem. And even in that case, actually, halacha l'Moshe miSinai it has a status of a deraisa, of a Torah mandates, actually, even though it has no pasuk, doesn't have a pasuk. The Gemara generally doesn't try to give the psukim if the Gemara says this is a halacha l'Moshe Sinai. Maybe one could find an allusion or a hint to the decree in a pasuk, but Hazal rather were thought it appropriate to not try to find a pasuk in such a case. It's enough that we say it's a halacha Moshe Sinai. Okay. Okay, and now a round of applause for finishing and doing again that wonderful paragraph. Wow. Okay, so now we go to the next paragraph on 151. The Rambam already wrote. We go to Meir to continue, please.
Okay. It says the Rambam already wrote that even though the upright path which a person should choose is the middle one, nevertheless, if a person is habituated in a certain sin or bad character trait, it is proper that he should distance himself from it in an extreme manner until he is able to return to the middle path. For example, someone who habitually becomes intoxicated, which is a great evil that destroys both body and soul, should train himself for a certain period of time not to drink wine at all, except for Kiddush and Havdalah. Likewise, if a person has become accustomed to being lazy, he should galvanize himself to be quick and industrious until his character is transformed. A person has the ability to modify his nature. Habit becomes second nature. This is the essence of man. One must strive every day with all of his strength to rectify his personality traits and pathways and to change his nature. One must amend and exchange bad for good through insightful strategies, protective devices, penalties, etc. According to one's pain will be one's gain.
That's his favorite saying.
Yeah, he says that a lot. Okay. Regarding this, I have heard a homiletical interpretation of our sages in Megillah 28b statement, whoever reviews the laws every day is guaranteed that he is a member of the world to come, which can be interpreted as whoever changes his ways every day in a dedicated and improved manner is guaranteed that he is a member of the world to come.
Wow, very
Change is
interesting.
good. Yes.
See how he's giving a very novel interpretation of the expression. We say this every day at the end of davening. Right? Kol hashoyne halachos b'chol yom. Muftak lo shu ben olam haba. So generally it's translated as anyone who learns 2 halachas daily, he is a ben olam haba. And so halacha means halacha. But over here, he wants to say you could understand it to mean kol hashoyne is also a language of to change, to make a shinui. So whoever makes a shinui, like he says in the parenthesis over here, mashana, he changes halachos. Halachos doesn't only mean the Jewish law; it means the way to go. that's his ways. That's the ways that he halichos, his ways that he goes in. The ways that he goes in is called halachos. And so if he changes the ways that he goes in other words, he's always trying to improve. He's always trying to rectify his midos. He's always trying to find out if there's something that he should do, that he should do it better. And he's striving every day to do this to improve. He is guaranteed that he is a ben olam haba. Very nice. Okay, so that was an interesting ending to the entry of Sayag. Interesting. Okay. Very nice. And now, a round of applause for Sayag. Fences. Yes. Okay, and now
Be back in a minute. A second.
we go to the next entry, Sod. Sod. That is esoteric wisdom. Oh boy. Pele Yoetz has he brings us a lot of sodos. So he has an awful lot to say about this. This is going to be very interesting to see what he says over here. And we call upon Alan to start off the reading of Sod on page 152.
Sod does mean wisdom.
So
Does
doesn't it mean secret in modern Hebrew, a sod?
Yeah,
Is it
yeah,
secret?
but the word does mean a secret, but here we're talking about a certain specific type of sod. In other words, these are what we would call the secrets of the Torah. These are things that are not readily revealed, so this is what we mean when we say when he's talking here about sod.
Okay. Very good.
Okay, so we go to Alan to start off the reading here, please.
Okay, page 152. The study of the secrets of Torah is higher than all of the other studies. Fortunate is the person upon whom Hashem has bestowed a portion of its understanding, who has a grasp upon the wisdom of the Kabbalah, and who has in mind the esoteric intentions for the performance of his mitzvah, prayer, and study. How goodly is his portion, how pleasant his lot. The human mouth is incapable of telling the greatest of these individuals' virtues. A person who is familiar with the Holy Zohar will surely see the amazing and incredible stature of such profound people. A person who has no concept at all of this wisdom is in a very bad situation, to the extent that the sages said it is better that one who enters the orchard of esoteric knowledge, but does not emerge from it in peace, has never been created. There are many such statements that embitter the heart. The Holy Blessed One is he. He certainly does not make excessive demands of his creatures. Each person is only obligated according to his ability. As such, the aforementioned criticism only applies to a person who is intellectually capable.
Would you recommend that we get a Zohar?
We're getting Zohar from the Pele Yoetz. He's teaching us.
Yeah, but would you recommend that we got a volume?
I would not know how to teach it.
For us just to read by
What's
the
the point
fire.
of what's the point of reading without understanding?
Well, you get some idea.
That's what you want to do. Get some idea. You want to get clarity. Torah is about clarity. I don't know. It seems that seems to me that it's something that needs a teacher. If other parts of Torah need a teacher, then certainly this part of Torah, the hidden parts of Torah, the secrets of Torah, they need a you need a proper teacher, someone who is familiar with it and be able to give it over faithfully. So if you want to do that, then you'll have to find another teacher.
Oh, I'm sure that you would cope.
But it says here, each person is only obligated according to his ability. As such, the aforementioned criticism only applies to a person who is intellectually capable.
You have to have see I teach things that I've been taught by my teachers.
Yeah.
What I have not been taught by my teachers, I'm not I don't feel myself capable of teaching.
Mhm.
And Zohar is something that I have not been taught by my teachers. So I would suggest that if you want to learn that, you find someone who has been taught by his teachers this subject. That's the way Torah goes. Torah is not something that you figure out on your own. It's a Masorah. It's a tradition. One has to have a tradition of how to learn it and how to study it and how to understand it. And that goes for even the revealed parts of Torah. But that I feel I do have some uh, some understanding because I've been taught it by my teachers. But the Zohar, I have not been taught. I would be who knows what I would say about it. I have no idea. This is not something that I would feel. You have to find someone who is a appropriate teacher for the subject. Unless has Art Scroll come out with a elucidated and elucidated the Zohar yet?
I have no idea. Probably could have. I don't know, or some other company. But if they have, would that be worthwhile getting?
Well, if it has to come from a publisher who has Talmidei Chachamim that can faithfully transmit the what the Sefer is saying.
Mhm.
To my knowledge, Art Scroll has not yet uh, crossed that frontier.
Mhm.
I think there's a reason for it.
Right.
I think the reason is that they probably asked their rabbinical board, and they discouraged if there was a request, they probably discouraged it.
Mhm.
Well, there are a couple of Art Scroll books
Yeah,
of the Zohar. Matter of fact,
Art Scroll on the Zohar, yes.
yeah, I went to Art Scroll, and one of my friends from my childhood, Danny Matt, is one of them who translated the Zohar. Huh.
See,
There's
you might be able
another.
to translate the words,
Yeah, but to understand it,
But
that's
but
another
but
thing.
it's like it's not simply a matter of translating the words from a foreign language into a language that you understand. You have to understand have to understand what's being said.
Right, right. I hear.
That's
Yeah, I can't open it up to see any of the pages though, so
Mm.
I don't know what he wrote. Okay.
mine. I've never heard that Art Scroll put out any sforim on the subject. I never heard that.
There seem to be a couple of them. I don't know who all these people are, but
Feldheim could have.
I never heard that they did either.
now let's see. Feldheim, huh?
But we cope very well with, oh, I've forgotten the name, for a few years.
I put in Feldheim. I still get all the same books coming up.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
Which books?
Well, like I said, there's one, it's called The Zohar by Danny Matt. The Zohar, let's see, The Essential Zohar by Rav P.S. Berg. The Zohar by Rav Michael Littman. Zohar by Joel Hecker. I don't know who wrote this one.
are any of these names familiar to you, Rabbi?
Yeah.
Nathan Walsky is another person. I have to go to a bookstore and see if they have any of these.
Mm-hmm.
See what
I
they
tried,
have.
Roy.
What?
I tried to get you.
All right. Yeah, but we went very well through oh, I'm at the stage now where I keep forgetting things that I know. You know, people and names and things.
Nefesh HaChaim.
Nefesh HaChaim, yes.
Yeah, Nefesh. I mean, that sefer was very, very true. That's basically a sefer of Kabbalah. It's true, but here you have the author was trying to bring it down for for dissemination of those who were able to read the sefer. But even the sefer itself, what he said there, we've many times. I remember we were at a loss really to truly understand what the I mean the basic idea is true. We we would tell us the basic ideas without understanding all the intricacies, but we would get the basic ideas.
We have
But maybe there would be so in other words, you would need to have a sefer from there's many different authors who they their writings contain you know concepts and ideas that are mentioned in the Zohar, and the Nefesh HaChaim himself was very very uh, forthcoming in telling us all of the sources that he brought to bear to back up what he was saying, uh, lest we think that he was saying it on his own. He was everything that he had, everything that he said had many sources for it from the Zohar and from the different Kabbalistic writings, of course. But so I don't know if there's another sefer like that. That's regarded as the classic sefer, the Nefesh HaChaim.
I still dip into it.
There's you know but you know
Mhm. Uh, what about the idea? Oh, are you frozen, Rabbi?
I heard cheering myself on the Nefesh HaChaim from
Yeah.
my Rosh Hashiva.
What about the idea that I heard that in Olam Haba you get to uh, study properly only the Sephorim that you read in this world. You didn't have to actually learn them, but as long as you read them.
Okay, so see now you're talking about you have a specific subject, Olam Haba, and what's the nature of the Torah that's learned in Olam Haba? That's already that's something that we could go on. And then we'd have to find specifically sources that discuss this. We even had a Masil Sisharim that he mentioned this. I remember in the very beginning, the Masil Sisharim.
Mhm.
He mentioned something about the nature of Torah learning in this world as opposed to in Olam Haba. So here and there you find different mention of such a thing. Um, so that might be an idea, some type of a we could do, in other words, a subject. We could try to explore a subject. Olam Haba, Torah learning in Olam Haba.
Mm.
What's the nature of it? How is it different than in Olam Hazeh? What is the and we get an understanding of the difference, one of the basic differences between being in Olam Hazeh and being in Olam Haba, which is something that we should know about, really. It's
Yeah.
not just an esoteric topic.
No, no, it's
It's
practical. You're getting closer and closer to it.
so that's I'd have to that's something that if you want to that I would entertain that, because I could get direction from my rebbeim exactly which sources to learn, and things that I've probably learned myself. That's something that I feel capable I could do.
Anyway,
But so that's, in any case, we still have a lot more of the Pele Yoetz.
oh yes.
We have more than half the of this second sefer. We're on page 152, and we it goes all the way until 438.
Uh-huh.
So okay, so we have time to think about the subject, if that's what you're referring to. But right here, we're going to see what the Pele Yoetz has to say about this. He's
All right. We've run out
cut
of
off again. Oh, back again. Okay.
yeah, run out of time.
Like the Pele Yoetz himself said over here, the statement in the Zohar itself that oh, I had it right here. I have it in the Hebrew version. He says, "Misha niknas lepardes achachma, v'lo yotzu mimenu b'sholem tovlo shelo nivra." That's what he said over here. That's the Hebrew translation, Lashon HaKodesh from the Aramaic. That someone who enters into the pardes of Chachma, and pardes, of course, pardes is a four-letter word actually, and it stands. Each one of the letters stands for a different level of understanding and engagement in the Torah. The pay of pardes stands for pshat, the simple, straightforward level of understanding. Then there's the reish. The reish is the remez. This is what the Torah is alluding to. It's not so. It's hidden because it's. Why is it hidden? That's a good question, but it's hidden. These are like we say. These are getting into the sodos, the secrets that are generally hidden of Torah. They're not readily apparent. They have to be extracted with great skill and great understanding and great yiras shamayim. And then there's remez, even more lofty. We don't even have words to really understand what the difference is. And then you get to the samach, which is sod, which is what that's what the Pele Yoetz is talking about over here, sod. So somebody who goes into the pardes of Chachma, and he comes to starts to imbibe in these secrets, these mysteries, esoteric parts of the Torah, below Yotza, and he doesn't come out, meaning he doesn't come out in peace. Tov lo shelo nivra, would be better that they had not been created and done this. And the Gemara, actually, we have a Gemara about this with some of the greatest Talmudic sages of all of history. That it says that they were niknas lepardes, and they didn't fare too very well at all, except for Rebbe Kiva. Rebbe Kiva was the one that came out in one piece, because these are matters that I mean, maybe it's not such a danger for us because we don't really understand too much anyway. But but they really understood things, and there was. It's hard to explain. They got to a level of understanding that they understood that something which was at odds with their emunah, apparently, and it affected them in a very negative way. So it's there. that's what the Pele Yoetz is mentioning over here.
What's a dullard in Pardes?
Oh, drush,
Drush.
drush. So, what does drush mean? I don't really know, but it's something which is uh, further along the line in being a secret and being not revealed and being more esoteric and more lofty. So
Maria.
Oh, yeah, it's
it's
getting
not
late.
only a matter of uh, it's
Maria. Yeah, sorry, but Maria has to go.
okay, Mayor.
Sorry.
That's okay. I'm glad. I don't want to miss my next class. Very good. Yashikaya.
All right.
Yashikoyach. And Mayor, have a great day. And Basuras
Thank you.
Toivos, Yeshua,
You too, Rabbi
Amo.
Levitt. Amen.
Amen,
Thank you
amen.
so